Darating na June 23, gaganapin sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo ang Olympic Day, kung saan mga past and present Olympic athletes ang manguna sa kampanya para lumahok ang publiko sa mga sports activities. At dito sa Pilipinas, may mga gaganapin na taekwondo at boxing sports clinics. And to tell us more about Olympic Day, kasama natin ngayon ang President ng Philippine Olympians Association, ang champion swimmer na si Akiko Thomson-Guevara. Ma'am, magandang gabi sa iyo at welcome po dito sa The Score.
Thank you, Anton. It's good to be here. Magandang gabi. Always happy to be here.
Yes, and we're glad to have you, a champion swimmer and president of the POC. Ma'am, I'll be honest. I was reading about Olympic Day and this is the first time I've heard about it. I looked at the IOC website at meron pala itong tatlong pillars: move, learn, and discover, and it's celebrated all around the world.
Yes.
So the POC, is that connected actively with the IOC, and you take their lead, you follow their lead?
Well, yes. So the POC is part of the International Olympic Committee. We're separate.
Okay.
We're the Philippine Olympians Association, and we are under the World Olympians Association. So all around the world, every nation has their Olympic Association, and basically we are a group of, we're all Olympians, we're all Filipino Olympians, and it's a very exclusive, if you think about it, a very exclusive group. We've been around since the early 2000s. Our first president was Art Macapagal, and when he passed on, I was elected as president. So this is actually the first time we, as the POA, are actually doing something to celebrate the Olympic Day. All around the world, all the different NOCs and NOAs will probably be doing something. It's they don't really give us a script about what to do, but we thought this year we wanted to do something special, and we just decided, why don't we have a sports clinic for street children, for the less fortunate.
Nice.
And so, yeah, we're tapping Child Hope Asia, which is an NGO for street children. So they're supplying us with 50, they're supplying the street children, and our board members, Roel Velasco, will be conducting the boxing clinic, and Stephen Fernandez will be doing the taekwondo clinic. So, yeah, it's just it's a small event, but it's our way of just sharing what the Olympics are with these children, sharing sports with them, and explaining to them, sharing with them our story and the Olympics, and hopefully inspiring them, and yeah, changing a few lives.
All right, ma'am, before I ask you what to expect, what's going to happen during Olympic Day, could I ask you a little bit about the history of the association?
Yes, well, as I was mentioning, we started, I want to say, around 2004 or thereabouts, and we've had events. We have a general assembly every year, and whenever we have an Olympics, we have a send-off for the Olympians. We've done special things by helping out with the Special Olympics in the past. So we've done small things. We're not a for-profit. We're just really, we're there to just congregate all the Filipino Olympians to promote the Olympic ideals, and yeah, so we've been around for almost, I want to say, more than 10 to 15 years.
And you were telling me that in the history of the Philippines, there have been around more than 400 Olympians?
Yes, we have around 400 Filipino Olympians, but majority obviously they're no longer with us. We currently are just building our database, and so we have probably around 80 Olympians on our database. Living, siguro, we have mga, I'm guessing, but maybe around 200 or so that are living live Olympians. Live Olympians, yeah.
All right, ma'am, let's talk about the day itself. June 23,
yes.
Olympic Day.
June 23 is the Olympic Day, but we're celebrating it on Saturday, June 24, at the Rizal Stadium. PSC is lending us their stadium, and we're looking for sponsors to feed the children and provide them with shirts and everything. But it's just a half-day event.
Okay.
we'll probably be talking and sharing, as well as teaching them some taekwondo and boxing.
You focused on taekwondo and boxing. Why those two particular
Oh,
sports?
it was just the simplest. I mean, to get the kids into the water would require, you know, I mean, swimsuit, goggles, you know, little trickier. I mean, we could have done basketball or volleyball, but our board members wanted to do it themselves. So, and these are their sports. We have an archery on our member on our board, but that might be a little tricky.
All right. How many are you expecting to be participating here in the taekwondo and the boxing clinics?
We'll have 50 street children for sure, but we'll probably be, I mean, with the street educators and the board, maybe around 70 people. We wanted to do it small
Okay.
and take it from there, and if it, who knows what we'll do next year also. I mean, it's...
What about for the normal people, the other people who realize na, wow, meron palang Olympic Day. How can people like that get involved? Because I was reading on the website, Olympic Day is all about learning something new, inviting other people to get into sports.
Yes. Well, I mean, they're welcome, more than welcome to come and join and take part. We hadn't thought of opening it up to, you know, to the public per se, but they're more than welcome. I imagine the Philippine Olympic Committee probably might be having their own celebration as well. I'm not too sure though, but yeah, come join us, take part. The more the merrier.
All right.
Yeah.
Ma'am Akiko, kindly tell everybody where they can get more information about Olympic Day happening on Saturday, June 24.
Yes, well, you can email us at the Philippine Olympians Association at gmail.com if you want to help out. If we have generous sponsors out there, that'd be great. We want to feed and dress up our kids and give them whatnot. But yes, well, you're welcome to come and join us June 24, 9 a.m. at the Rizal Stadium as we celebrate the Olympic Day. And also, I mean, to parents out there, get your child into sport. You know, it's really such a wonderful training ground for life.
Ma'am, before I let you go, I just want to ask you one thing, being a former athlete who played in the UAP before. As a champion swimmer, what is the biggest lesson you've learned in your life being a sports person?
Wow.
Being into sports.
You know, there's so many. It's hard for me to just say the big. You know, one big lesson that I learned. You know, many people have different expectations of you, and you know, one lesson I had to learn was to realize why I was swimming and for who I was swimming for. But there's so many. I mean, you just realize you have to say no. How many? I mean, if you, there's so many sacrifices you have to make along the way. Oh, wow, how nice.
Are you getting flashbacks?
Yeah, I haven't seen these. This is awesome. Huh? Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is, yeah.
What goes through your mind
when you're racing?
When you're racing, when
you
you're
know
in the
what?
water
You're
like
not
that?
really. You're just focused on what you have to do. You, for me at least, before I compete, you know, you sit down with your coach, you talk about your race, and this, you know, how fast you're going to go out, what are you going to do coming back, and by the time you're on the blocks, it's probably you've rehearsed it so many times, so it's just execute. You just execute, and you're not really thinking. You're just so focused on,
Do you miss it?
certain parts of it, but you know what's involved. I don't think I can do it anymore. You know,
No, I don't believe that.
Well, no, that's why you have to start them when they're young,
Okay.
because you know it just, yeah, it's they learn such great lessons, really. Just, you know, setting aside time, going to bed early because you know you have to wake up, you know, learning how to lose, learning how to win.
One more thing, since we're having such an enjoyable conversation, your message, your advice to people who want to be Olympians, who wants to reach their dreams.
It's a long road, and lots of sacrifices that you have to make along the way, but it's really, I'm so thankful that my parents got me into sport, because it really directed my whole life path and opened so many wonderful doors of opportunities. So, yeah. Did I answer that question? What did you ask me to I forgot.
Thank you so much for sharing with us your
you.
wisdom and your knowledge and all the information about Olympic Day. Ms. Akiko, thank you so much for coming
Maraming
here to The
salamat,
Score.
Anton. Thank you.
Salamat po.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates, and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.